At the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tar Heels offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up video game-type numbers early this year. But, guys, he has not played a run defense like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you got to hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc. So we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Ship. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together, and all three
might have a chance. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's O'Neal. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Panthers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in a bunch formation. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Break, let's go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On the run, fires downfield. This time he's got him. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The play action fake. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Shotgun snap on third down. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. There was not a window there. There was not a... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When we were throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Off the RPO, complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Headed to the end. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. He'll set up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Yates. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll throw it. Back open in the middle. North Carolina will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To throw, it's O'Neal. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 11 team, the Texas Longhorns.
And the Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Off play action. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Yates. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The run inside. It's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack.
The ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he did everything right except hold on to the football. That was incredible running, making people miss. It looked like it was going to be a nice play, but he coughed it up, and the defense jumps on it. That is so dejected for that running back.
Defense in press coverage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. The quick out. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's O'Neal. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Caught in the backfield. It's Yates. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Kent. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Running inside. It's Turner. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It's first and 10 from the 31. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Panthers' offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Kent. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Turner. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the North Carolina sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the second down completion was anything but productive. 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. On the move, he fires. Found the spot in the defense. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like.
Finding some room. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to run, it's right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right.
Upstairs to make the catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.